Okay, thanks for joining me today, everyone. My name is Telz. Today we're going to be taking a look at Sworn. This is going to be a co-op gameplay me and my friend did. He's the friend that actually showed me the game in the first place. There he is, you can see Prince Red. Shout out to Prince Red. Here he's going to switch from the base character to the second character that you start with. So the main objective is going to be to clear the rooms out. The room's going to spawn multiple waves of enemies, different types of enemies. Some are melee enemies like these. They're really slow, they hit you very hard. We're easily able to dodge around with our dash. Here when we clear the room, we're going to get a choice of 2 blessings. We chose Titania, the Queen of Fae. We weren't very familiar with the blessings, so we just kind of picked random ones. I'm just testing out my other combo attacks. You have a light combo attack chain and a heavy combo attack chain. It's different depending on your weapon. The Spectre with the Scythe weapon doesn't have a heavy attack chain, it's more of a finisher. I just used it there to finish off that enemy. Prince Red picked a light attack blessing that allows his light attack to critical hit. And that's really good with that class because their light attack hits very hard. So if you get a crit, you will probably one-shot that enemy. Here, we get a special event, which is Shopkeeper's Wares. Here we're going through the room, clearing more enemies. This time we have a cannon type enemy that's shooting artillery. He's also summoning minions, which means he's basically like a mini boss or a room boss. So we're trying to clear him out as fast as we can before he summons more enemies just like that. Here, Prince Red's reminding me that he has a parry. He's warning me that he's gonna try to use the parry. We notice a little cocoon in the room. There's a lot of interactables that you have to clear the room out. And you'll unlock. He actually baited the enemy under the trap right there. And parried him. After clearing this room, we get another blessing choice. We choose Oberon, the King of Fae. We pick a spell buff that gives us a stacking damage buff. It's a base 7% per stack, and it stacks up to 10. So here we come across a cocoon event, so we can gain a healing butterfly companion if we sacrifice 20 health. We can gain 20 health. Or heal 20 health, not gain 20 max health. Or we have a locked poison event, which we can't do because we don't have a poison blessing. Here we get a different type of event. This is a survival event room. So our main objective is to survive for as long as we can. In this room we have to survive 45 seconds. We both noticed pretty fast that this room is easier if you stay in the middle here because most enemies can't cross that water barrier, while we can dash back and forth. So if you ever get this room with the water barrier like that, try to stay in the middle. Enemies like the snakes and the boars can't get you. Here we get another blessing. We're going to choose the same one we got before. When we have max stacks, when we have max stacks of Fury, we will also create Chain Lightning, which is really good. Here, Prince Red's showing me that he picked up a blessing that allows him to augment his dash with an earthquake. Which is going to be really useful for clearing out enemies in this room, as he's demonstrating. At the end of this room, our reward is Fairy Embers. We use these to unlock new weapons and new abilities for your characters. They're an account-bound resource, so if you were to lose your run, you would keep all of your Fairy Embers. Here, unfortunately, right at the end of this room, Prince Red goes down, so we have the option to revive him. Our options to revive him are current health, we can spend gold, or we could take a curse, lowering our maximum health. Here we have enough health that we can just revive him and heal. The Spectre build I'm running allows me to kite enemies easily with the Scythe. The Scythe has a lot of movement. And then the Spirit spell allows my spirits to shoot them while I'm kiting them around. We pick up a buff here that says your Fury stacks will last longer before wearing off, giving us more time to create Chain Lightning with all of those little spirits floating around us that are constantly shooting enemies. They'll stack up to 10 stacks very fast, and then they'll create Chain Lightning very fast. Here I'm just looking at Prince Red's build. Looks like he's going for a crit build, which is really good on that character because they have such high base damage on their attacks. So if you do get a crit, you'll be doing massive damage. We get a boss here, the Treant Scourge. This boss isn't too difficult as long as you keep your distance. Unfortunately, for Prince Red, if you're a melee class, it is a little bit harder. There you can see I was actually too far away from the boss, so I did get hit by the laser attack. So here we're examining 28 health, 200 gold, or 25% of our maximum health. We're going to choose the current health option. Crystal shards are going to be used to unlock characters in your account. I was trying to give them both to Prince Red there, but the game wouldn't let him pick them up. And then here we're demonstrating actually that when your co-op partner does go down, you kind of spawn as this little blue spirit. And the spirit will follow the remaining players around and they'll do damage. And they can do a little energy blast, I think. Here we pick up a blessing that lets our chain lightning bounce even more times. There we're upgrading one of our blessings. Here we're doing an optional room event. You can do it at the end of the room. The faster you do this event, the more rewards you will get. So you can see our reward ticking down there. We started at 20, tick all the way down to 14, which is alright. You should expect to get maybe 50 to 70% of what it actually shows. Here we are easily clearing out another room. We're pretty strong now. The main difficulty is going to be avoiding the enemy attacks. It's going to be a little easier for the Spectre character than it is for Prince Red's character, as his character has a parry instead of an extra spell. So it's a little more difficult to use. Here we get Barrier the Frozen Witch blessing. We're going to choose a blessing that gives our light attacks a frost effect, slowing enemy movement speed and attack speed. Here we just have another clear room, which is really easy for us as it's spawning lots of weak enemies, and I'm allowed to just sit there and allow my spirit to chain lightning them all. Here we're going to choose a blessing that gives our heavy attack and ignite. Now this is a little confusing. A lot of people think that the ignite means that there's a burn effect. You can ignite enemies with it, and you can apply a burn effect, but the actual ignite effect is more just a very strong attack that recharges every 8 seconds. So it's really good to get on like a finisher heavy attack on the Spectre's Scythe, for example, is a really good one, or any other really strong one-hitting move. Here we're re-examining the shop. He's kind of taking a look at what she has. I see the poison and immediately run over to it. Poison is really strong, guys. If you ever see poison, you should pick it up. Prince Red's telling me he doesn't have any of the gold for any of the items here. So Gawain is going to be the final boss of the playtest, guys. Unfortunately, Prince Red does go down almost immediately. We're going to get this W for him, though. With Gawain, you just have to keep your distance. Definitely a little easier on some characters than other characters. You kind of just have to wait and see what Gawain does and react to what Gawain does. So if you see him with his axe, dash to the other side, give him some space, he might be doing a whirlwind attack. Or something of the sort. And here at the end, we revive Prince Red. Get our crystal shards. And we continue to the end of the playtest. If you enjoyed the co-op run, guys, I'll leave a link to the Steam store page in the description below. You can sign up for the playtest and get in almost immediately and start playing the game with your friends if you want to give it a try. I highly recommend it. If you like this video, subscribe. I'm going to be doing more stuff like this. I'm going to be playing more games. Hit the like button. Thanks for watching.